Gentlemen, boys and girls, we are live today talking about how to get unstuck. And mind you, two people are not here today. But what we're going to do is I may bring in one of my friends, Cassandra Jolie. Oh, I sent her a link and she didn't see it. So we're going to send it yet again, which is kind of cool. Anyway, so we don't have anything fancy today. I'm flying solo unless Cassandra comes in, which would be kind of cool because she is delightful and full of a lot of energy. But she's driving currently. So we're going to see if we can actually make this little experiment work because, after all, marketing is an endless series of experiments. So, Dr. Kayvon K, I had completely forgotten that he actually is in Mexico right now. Mexico, viva Mexico. And John Paduchak sent me a message saying something about the fact that he was at a doctor's appointment with his son and might not make it. And I had already created the thumbnails for this broadcast. I had created everything else. But hey, you got to have fun when you get things done. And we're going to talk a little bit about getting unstuck when you make your own luck, or to make your own luck is probably more appropriate. So, those of you who are in the audience, I know you're there, but often you'll see this on replay, and because that's the vast majority of you. So, what we do ask is that you use the hashtag replay, and that lets us know that you're out there, but also it alerts us to any questions or comments or things that you might have about this live stream. And so we're living the live stream dream, but we'll see if Cassandra can make it in here because she is on her phone. And apparently she didn't want me to be alone. But we'll get started here. And we're going to talk about the ways that you can get unstuck and move forward. And so, first of all, the big question is the why. The second question is the how. And when it comes to the why, I will be checking chat here, but normally I have somebody helping me. So please be patient here on your comments. So normally, when we look at all this, we often sometimes will feel totally overwhelmed. There's a great quote. Let me see if I still have it here from Simon Sinek. And it's just pretty awesome. Okay, so he says, if we think of everything that we have to do, we often feel overwhelmed. And if we do the one thing we need to do, then we make progress. And so, I don't know if you're like me when I have these giant lists, these to-do lists, and I would make these lists, they would have 94 different items. And so I particularly remember one that was 94 items long. It had everything from patient records to writing some reports to getting ready for the next day, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And so a 94 task to-do list. No, I'm lisping on my list. A 94 task to-do list, that's hard to say, is something that is easily overwhelming. And so for many people, the key is to limit the number of items that you have in your task. For example, if I just take 3 items a day and I take my 3 most important items that need to be done that day, things become a whole lot easier than trying to stare at a list of nearly 100 items. You got to admit that. One of the things also to consider, oh, I'm being pinged now. Pinged by Peeps. Apparently she may not be able to get in. That's just the way it is. Yes, this. Yes, this. This. I keep sending the link. It's like this, because I'm in. Maybe I'll send it to her one more time. It's so funny when you send people these things. I'm in it to win it. Let's see if we can add a guest. I'm going to send one more. Copy link. Cassandra, where are you? This is it. See above. Yeah, we're definitely sort of flying by the seat of our pants today because normally I have help in these things. But hey, that's not your problem, is it? All right. So we're looking at a number of different things that we need to do to get unstuck. I like to say get unstuck and make your own luck. That's probably, I don't know, these little phrases kind of stick into my head a lot more than a lot of other people, perhaps. And one of the things that you wanted to figure out too is number one, to take a step back from where you are. And taking a step back from where you are has to do with the idea that the level of consciousness or awareness, not opening up for her. So I guess we're going to miss out on her. Oh, you know what I could do? Here's what I did one time. We're going to try this again. When people can't get it to open up, I'm going to see if we can get Cassandra in here on her phone. This worked with somebody about a week ago. And what we did was I highlighted the Facebook Messenger on Melon, and it actually worked. It worked really, really well. But she's not answering that one either. Oh, well. Hey, you can't say that we didn't try, because I've done it before and it really worked kind of well. It looked a little weird because there were 3 windows there, but that's a whole other story. There we go. See? So we're going to do something really interesting now. I'm going to stream Facebook Messenger through Melon while Cassandra is driving. I've done this before. It can work, but it's really weird. So I did this with Carol Doherty not too long ago, and it was hilarious. Or as Cassandra would say, hilarical. So let me go back to the app. You're watching. This is like, don't give up. Never surrender. All right, I'm going to share my screen. That's what we're doing. I understand my privacy is about to be invaded. It's perfectly fine. So I'm going to do the messenger call and watch the magic. This is the magic as she appears right here on the screen in Melon without actually accessing Melon. Hey, I can see her face all over the place. I guess your connection's a little bad, though. That's kind of sad. Oh, she's laughing. Up. Heading to the zoo, because that's what you do. You head to the zoo.
Exactly.
Woohoo. Hey, we got to hear your voice momentarily
Woohoo.
with the word exactly. Woohoo at the zoo. This zoo's for you. Are you trying to pick up a panda? Are you picking up a panda?
The Lion King.
You're picking up the Lion
The
King?
Lion King.
Who is it? Who's your Lion King?
I don't know, but yesterday I was and I heard the lion roar for the first time for a really long time, and then he fell over and in 2 seconds. It was weird.
Wait, he fell over or you fell over?
No, he fell over. He just fell over and went to sleep in 2 seconds. Like he did this big long roar all these times, just roar, 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 roar nation.
Yeah.
And then he just fell asleep. He just fell over.
Okay, well, apparently he wasn't having any problem getting stuck and doing stuff.
Yeah.
Did you make it to the zoo? Are you at the zoo now?
Yeah, I'm at the zoo now. I'm parking illegally because they told me to.
Oh, they told you to park illegally. Okay. Well, we may lose you, but that's okay. I appreciate somebody coming to keep me company today.
But I'm going to come back, though.
Oh, you are going to come back? Oh,
yeah.
That's fine.
Just used it for 2.5 seconds.
2.5 seconds. Okay, we'll time you. And go.
Oh my God. Okay.
No.
Okay. I'll be right back.
You can do it. Okay.
I can
Bye.
I can do it.
Enjoy your illegal parking. Bye.
Pray for me that I don't get another ticket for the week.
Pray for you. Hey, St. Louis PD, do not give Cassandra a ticket.
Please don't give me a ticket. Please.
Right. Because if we see the officer's going to become famous. It's going to get badge number, everything.
Everything. All right, guys. I'll be right back. I'm coming right back. This shouldn't take long.
You come back to me. It's like
Nicole. It's a song. What song is that?
No, it's like Nicole Kidman in Cold Mountain.
You
come back to me. She tells him when he goes off in the Civil War. And then
it sounds like a song.
It should be a song. It should be a song.
Till you come back
to me.
Come back to me. That's what I want to do. Okay.
So our thing is we're just talking about people getting stuck and how to unstick themselves. Clearly, driving to the St. Louis Zoo is one way to unstick yourself. Now, for me, it would take several thousand miles and a lot of gallons of gasoline.
It's a great zoo.
It is a great zoo.
It is. This is a great zoo. I love this zoo. It's amazing. It always makes me happy.
It makes you happy. Okay. So this is what they talk about when you're getting unstuck, to take a brain break.
Excuse me.
Take a break. Take a break. Hear the lion roar.
Hear the lion roar.
In the jungle, the mighty jungle, The lion sleeps tonight. Or actually, the lion sleeps in the zoo after he roars.
How do I even get into this joint?
I don't know.
I'm gonna call you back. All right, I'm gonna call you back.
Is it like a speakeasy? Okay, bye.
Oh my God, something's going on here. I thought they closed at 5. I'm gonna call you back.
Okay, bye. So that was pretty interesting. So we had Cassandra in there, and she's out. So I'm going to go back to our regularly scheduled programming. Let's see, where am I? Oh yeah, so we're talking about taking a brain break. So she's clearly taking a brain break. So you want to step back from whatever it is that you're currently doing. So typically, the thing that I mentioned earlier is that the level of consciousness that got you into this problem is not the same level of consciousness that you need to solve the problem. So whether it's guided meditation or visualization or something completely different, it really doesn't matter as long as you step back, take a break. And then you have to also be really specific too. So if you've got a big project or so, like, okay, I'm going to do a podcast. Well, no, you're not going to do the entire podcast in one shot. What you may say is, well, I need to do an intro, or maybe I'm going to record an outro, or today I'm going to work on the graphic in Canva to show what my picture is going to be like for my brand new podcast. I did that with John Paduchak, known as RV John. We chose colors, for example, the colors of the Ukrainian flag because of his ancestry. Okay. We didn't do everything for this podcast in one day because that would be overwhelming. There are like 56 different pieces that need to come together to create his podcast. He needs a website for the podcast. So you may work on that website or outsource that website to somebody else. And he did. He outsourced the website to a friend, Mark Hunter, down in Australia. So you have to break things down into specific tasks. Don't try to do everything at once. You'll be overwhelmed. The other thing that'll cause your overwhelm is if you're like me, a recovering perfectionist, you try to make everything perfect. You will stay in the land of imperfection forever, trying to create perfection, as opposed to releasing something, see how it does, and then get feedback from people to go back to where you were. One thing is also significant. It's the why. We talked about that in the title right now today, the why. Why are you doing this particular thing? And for example, would it be better to outsource it to somebody else? Like, why be your own lawyer? Not a good thing. Why be your own accountant? Also not a good thing. Why are you progressing with this particular type of business? Is it fun? Is it meaningful? Hopefully, it's both fun and meaningful for you. But you've got to go back to the why. Take a break, step back from being stuck in the mud to getting that 35,000-foot view. And it'll give you a greater appreciation how all the things that you're doing right now fit into the big picture. So, we talk about brainstorming because brainstorming is something that I do really good, but I've often wondered, do I need my umbrella for the brainstorm? I've been saying that for like more than a decade or so. The key is to unlocking your creativity is just to put a lot of ideas out there. You could dictate them on your phone if you wanted to, and then get a transcription later, or just basically dump as many ideas as possible onto a sheet of paper, into a notebook. By the way, don't judge them, because the minute you start judging things, you get stuck again. And you'll never know when you're going to get out of that type of thing by being stuck in there. So when you brainstorming ideas, don't judge them. They're not all going to be good ideas. In fact, a lot of them are going to be pure crap. But if you have 100 different ideas, there's bound to be 2 or 3 that are in there that are going to provide you with a tremendous amount of inspiration, a different way of looking at things, maybe phrases in copywriting, for example. I mean, you may go through 22 different titles for a blog post, for example, before you come up with that one that's going to be the winner. And I'm not talking about going to AI or anything else like that. You don't need artificial intelligence. You've got your own intelligence sitting right in there. So brainstorming is a great thing to do. And the brain break. So we just had Cassandra on here for a bit. She's going to the St. Louis Zoo. So she's at the zoo picking up an item that she had left there by accident. But it also is a place that makes her happy. Now, for me, I'll go to the beach and I'll watch kids playing. I'll watch the dolphins out there, not the Miami Dolphins, because as a Buffalo Bills fan, we hate the Dolphins. Um, we used to say squish the fish. Get my break. So taking a break is super important. Maybe you get up just from your desk and walk around the house. I used to rotate around my parents' dining room table. I'd walk in a counterclockwise direction, and that would be incredibly calming to me. Or go outside, or listen to a piece of music, do the guided meditation, whatever it is that you need to do. Take that break. And then the other thing is just to let go. Let go of what's not working, because not everything that you're doing right now is working for you. I guarantee that. And if you find yourself struggling with, maybe it's a blog post, maybe you're struggling with a design, maybe you're struggling with an idea for a new movement that you want to create, maybe you're struggling with booking yourself on other people's podcasts, maybe you're struggling with ideas for your next short form video, let go of it for a bit, and you can always come back to it later. Try something completely different for a while, because maybe your brain cells are worn out from that particular topic or that particular idea that you're doing, and it's time to take that break. So you got to let go, and letting go is hard. Like for me, check out all the books behind me. Letting go of books is hard for me. I've gotten rid of a third of them now, which I'm kind of proud of at this point. Also, you need to know what you actually need, what you need to get unstuck. It may be different than somebody else. Maybe you need a cup of coffee. Maybe coffee doesn't work for you. Maybe to get unstuck, you need to have a glass of San Pellegrino, or maybe you need a cookie. Maybe you need to munch on some celery. That could be the fact too. Up, Cassandra's calling me, so we're going to bring her back in here if I can. This is kind of fun, actually. This is very innovative. This is one giant experiment. We're having one giant experiment today. Yes, your hair looks lovely. I'll bring you back on in a moment here. Let me see. I got to get back to the Melon app, and now then I need to share the screen where Cassandra is. I hope everything worked out okay for you. Good. You're not going to get a whooping. That's always good when you don't get a whooping. Okay, so I got to do the messenger call. There you are, and I'm bringing you back in. So we talked about taking a break. I was mentioning how you were in your happy place when you're at the zoo.
I am. I love going to the zoo, especially St. Louis Zoo. I'm looking forward to coming to the San Diego Zoo. That's the one that I really want to get the full effect of.
It's super fun. Plus, there's two locations. There's the safari park, which is further away. I have yet to get there. That's out like in Escondido, I think. We had a zoo membership for a while out here, but then during the pandemic and everything, we dropped the membership.
Yeah, I didn't know it was two locations. I thought it was all in one big look,
Well, no, the one location in Balboa Park is there. And that also, for me, that's a welcome relief. I was just talking about stepping away from what you're doing if it's not working, taking a break, and how you have taken a break today at the St. Louis Zoo. Yeah. Are you sweating at the zoo?
Look, you know what?
You're glowing.
I'm glowing. I don't sweat.
Don't sweat.
I only glow.
Women don't sweat. They merely glow.
I don't.
You might perspire if you were working out.
Well, yeah. So it's so minimal. So what I was saying was that I was here the other day.
Yeah.
And I hadn't been to the zoo in I don't know, 2-3 months, whatever, something like that, 2 months or whatever. And it's my happy place. And so I came with a friend, and we, walked around, and some kind of way, one of my personal items that is monetary,
oh boy,
got out of my purse.
Uh-oh.
And I got a call.
Oh, there's two of me here. Wait, yeah. I got to get rid of me.
I got a call from the St. Louis Zoo people.
Oh boy.
I know, right? I got a call from the St. Louis people. And then they said, they verified everything, and so I had to come up here and get it back. If you can hear me, I'm leaving the zoo.
Oh yeah, sorry. We've got quotes. Colleen is actually responding. Says, "I respect telling people to step back. Might help you. Oh, not help you to keep viewers. It's true, Colleen. It's very true." So, I have to respect that. The big lion roar followed by a big cat nap. That's hilarious. Colleen, do you have cats?
I'm seeing someone who's got her little kids, and she's she got her little fitness workout on, but she's got on house shoes at the zoo.
She has house shoes?
They look like.
Well, does she have a house? But does she have a house dress? That's the question.
No, she's dressed like she's dressed in yoga pants and
yoga pants. Are they Lululemon? Are they Lululemon? Oh, we've lost Cassandra.
I don't know if they look a little Lululemon.
Are they slightly translucent as opposed to transparent? Oh, we don't know.
I think really. Oh my gosh.
What? Now you're back.
Okay. We're making it work. But yeah, I'm surprised she has the yoga pants on with the little fitness this.
I don't have any yoga pants on.
I'm back.
I'm sorry.
Can you hear me?
Back.
Can you see
yes,
me?
Can hear you. I can hear you and see you.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
You better not have any dang yoga pants. Do guys even wear yoga pants?
No. I don't think so. We want with yoga pants. We have ants in our pants. We probably just wear gym shorts. I would think.
Yeah, you need ants in your pants and you need to dance.
That's my stepson. It's homecoming, and he was at a pep rally, and I missed the live stream of him dancing. Apparently, he was twerking, and they have told people that at the homecoming dance tomorrow night, no twerking is allowed. But they didn't say anything about the pep rally, apparently. So I missed out on the. I missed out. I don't twerk while I work, but apparently he was playing around. So. I'm not a twerker. I'm more of a worker.
That is hilarious.
I know.
Hey, you're not a lover. You're not.
Oh, we lost you again.
What did Michael Jackson say? I'm not a. What did he say?
I'm a lover, not a fighter. What is
that famous line that Michael Jackson says?
I'm a lover, not a fighter.
I'm a lover, not a fighter.
There you go.
And so you. And you are what? Not a twerker? How do you say it in Michael Jackson?
Well, no, well, yeah.
Say Michael Jackson style.
Teenagers are not necessarily workers, but they're twerkers. So I would whistle while I work, but I would never whistle while I twerk because I can barely twerk. But I just don't have that kind of muscular control. No, I'm not going to destroy myself by twerking. Why this has really gone off the rails pretty fast. But if you want to take a break, sometimes if you feel unstuck, twerk to improve your luck. That's the advice of Cassandra Jolie. Also, go to the zoo because this zoo is good for you.
Okay.
You know what happened here? So here's what happened. So I forgot that Dr. Kayvon K was not coming today. Because he's in Mexico. Okay. He's actually closer to me now than when he was in Canada. And so then I got a message from John Paduchak, or Paduchak, Tovarish Paduchak, comrade, that he was at his son's, there was an appointment that I guess he'd forgotten. He's at his son's appointment, medical appointment, and he wouldn't be back in time. And so sort of and I have to apologize because normally I would invite you on any occasion, but I thought of it. I thought, I don't know if I can do this whole thing by myself alone. And then Colleen apparently popped in on the comments. And I didn't even see she was in the comments because John or somebody else would alert me that there's stuff going on a different screen.
Exactly.
I get alerted by other people. Yes. And so, oh, wait, are you No, I thought John was suddenly popping in. That would be hilarious if that actually happened. But I wound up to the point of thinking like, well, who else can I call? And I just said Cassandra, because she's my gal Friday. We had to connect anyway because we haven't spoken to each other in a long time, so we might as well do it live in front of the whole gosh darn world.
So we might as well. I concur.
Concurrence.
But I'm glad you did because it's been a minute since I've done. I concur.
It's been a minute. I think it's been 3 or 4 weeks. Actually.
It has been. We haven't talked in a long minute, and I haven't done a live in a long minute. And
well, there you go. Now you're live today. I will tag you.
Yeah, I was like, I need to go live. I need to do my show, and then of course, life happened because I'm taking care of my mother, and she had doctor's appointments, and it was over the hill and through the woods, and then I had to get to St. Louis, and
You're not over the hill.
No, I'm not over the hill. I said it's over the hill and through the woods.
Oh, yeah, wait a minute. It's over the river.
I had to take her and have to come here was like so far distance.
Literally, over the river and through the woods to grandmother's house.
Over the hill and through the.
We're over the river, but you can be over the hill if you want to. Don't call.
But
don't
you know
call
what?
Mama that.
It is over the river because it's the Mississippi River that I have to cross over.
There you go.
In Illinois and
From
Missouri. So you're right.
So you're a little bit annoyed that you have to leave Illinois to go to the zoo
I love going
to get that cash for you.
Exactly. So it all worked out perfectly, and then I get the call from you. I was like, "Oh, this is great. We can do something live."
We'll just chat while Cassandra's commuting from one place to another. Have you reached the bridge yet?
Not yet.
Are you on 40, which is now like
I'm,
64 or whatever? They can rename it.
Now I'm about to hit traffic because somebody.
It's rush hour.
Like,
I forgot it's rush hour.
Yeah, it's rush hour. I can't believe it's rush hour. And I'm about to hit some traffic going into downtown St. Louis.
Okay.
Which means, yeah.
So did you pass Clayton? Well, no, you didn't go to Clayton. You came down.
I was close to Clayton.
Got it.
The zoo's right before you get to Clayton.
This is so funny. I know all these places.
It's the Beverly Hills.
Clayton is. But for those of you, Clayton is kind of the shishi part of St. Louis. It's old money.
And here's a known fact. Here's the exact fact piece. Clayton is the sister city, one of the sister cities to Beverly Hills, California. Now, so I used to work in Beverly Hills all the time, Century City. That's those my stomping grounds.
Yep.
And so I remember when I relocated back from California to here. This was a gazillion years ago because I go between both states. And I was in Clayton one day, and I was like. And I saw the sign saying, Sister City to Beverly Hills, California. I was like, what? I didn't know that. But it did remind me, certain parts of it did remind me of Beverly Hills. And I just didn't know that it was the Sister City. I was like,
what's the Rodeo Drive of Clayton? I can't even remember.
Well, it's not as Rodeo-ish. It's
not as Rodeo-ish.
But it has more how the downtown business side of Clayton is, Beverly Hills is.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that.
Got it.
And so it's like old school Beverly Hills. Like I feel like when I go to Beverly Hills, the old part, or if I go to Clayton, I would come across Lucia Ball.
Like City Hall in Beverly Hills. It's sort of like the older buildings.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
Got it.
So yeah.
So we were talking about getting unstuck. So you're hitting traffic, so you might be stuck for a while in traffic.
I know, and I better get off at this exit because
oh no,
I'll be stuck going to Illinois the wrong way.
So I had a note here, which was to shift your state, and you're doing that going from Missouri to Illinois.
We're right in the vein, though. We're right in the vein of this.
But I think it was more about your mental state, your state of mind, your focus.
Exactly. I know what you mean.
That was my note to myself, is to shift my state. So I shifted my state from one of worry and what am I going to do, what am I going to talk about, to, hey, let's get somebody lively in here. Let me pull up Cassandra and see if she's going to talk to me today.
And look what the people got today.
What they got. Both of us it's raw and uncensored, and I've cleaned up my potty mouth since you're here too, so that's good.
Really?
I'm not a real big. No, I'm not a big potty.
You're not really.
No. There's the occasional D word, and there might be an F word once in a while, like fun, that comes out of me.
The fun word.
Or fake, FAKA. That's FAKE. That's my 4-letter F word. One of the other ones that I wanted to cover too was taking action. So you can see Cassandra has taken action today by driving from Illinois to St. Louis to pick up the item in question. It sounds like there's a Geiger counter in your car. What is that?
I don't know. What?
Is there? Are you radioactive?
I hope not. I don't know what's going on.
Oh,
but I am down. Now I will say this: I am downtown here by the police.
By the police. They're probably telegraphing. You're intercepting calls.
And Channel 5 News, KSDK Channel 5 News. Which I've been on here.
What is it again? KSDK, right?
KSDK Channel 5 News.
KSDK.
Station is right there.
Channel 5 News broadcasting through Cassandra's car today.
Nobody can see
that. From the town of the Arch.
The town
along the Mississippi. Have you ever been in that? Have you been in the Arch, by the way?
I have. Yeah. All the way up.
Yep, me too.
And it was interesting. I did feel the sway. It did sway.
Oh, you felt? See, I felt that sway going. It was a windy day. It's swaying back, and you're like, wow. And to me, the thing that bothered me was not the sway. It was those little cars as you're coming up the Arch. Like I felt a little bit claustrophobic in there.
Yeah, you know what did it for me was when I got out of the little car and it was by the window, and I was like, oh, I don't like the way this feels.
I felt relieved to get up and see the window because I know if it fell over, I would kind of see things. I'd feel a greater sense of freedom as I met my untimely death. So
I would just start crying,
mm.
like, Lord, just make sure I get to you, okay? Like,
don't let me keep going down.
yeah.
Let me rise up.
And I'll rise up.
And I'll rise up for sure. Oh my God, this is hilarious. So
Yes.
we've actually done the 30 minutes, but I wanted to see what else I had to cover here. I had my notes here for a minute. Take action. That's an important thing. So going live, pressing, well, I apologize to you, but this is Brian Fanzo's quote, which is press the damn button. Just to get recording.
Mine's is Matt.
Oh, number 10, I forgot that I wrote down, which was reach out for help.
You did.
And I did. I got unstuck to make my own luck by calling on my friend Cassandra.
I know. My friend to the doctor.
I'm with the Jolly Jolie. Have a holly jolly Jolie. Oh, you got the red on too. It's like you got the Christmas colors already. They also were putting up all that stuff at Walmart was appearing for Christmas was back in August, I think, or was it September? September. I started seeing all Christmas stuff at Walmart competing with the Halloween stuff. And I did a little TikTok on that, and I even put it on Instagram too, and repurposed it, and I just said, this just seems wrong. Like it's, there's a pumpkin, at the top of my Christmas tree. Why?
I can't understand. This was right after, I want to say the 4th of July, I saw some Christmas stuff.
Really? Wow.
I said, that's ridiculous. We can't even finish celebrating the 4th of July without y'all rolling up with these other holidays.
Y'all need a patriotic pumpkin, a little jack-o'-lantern waving a flag.
Yeah, like why can't we just enjoy each little holiday in its time period while y'all bringing up stuff that,
That's a good point. I would say that also gets to being unstuck by just enjoying the present moment as opposed to worrying about the future and full of regrets in the past.
It's marketing, I tell you. It's the advertising.
It's marketing.
It's marketing. It's marketing. It's people buying things. We're going to buy. Don't worry about that. We're going to buy. So bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Yeah. I understand from a business perspective that if you're selling your stuff and it arrives early, if they can't store it, they're going to put it out. But I do think that sowing the seeds of Yuletide joy in September is a little premature.
I think it's very premature. Yeah. I can't even enjoy the fallness without you guys or the Thanksgivingness.
I'd forgotten that everything that you like has a ness behind it. Like
I found my nesses.
In all of your Cassandra-ness.
Exactly. Well, man. Cassandra?
All your Cassandra-ness. It's like All My Children, but it's a lot more fun.
Yeah, without all my children.
With all my children. Well, I was thinking of the soap opera. Or Days of Our Lives, like sands through the hourglass. These are the days of our lives.
Isn't that the truth?
It is the truth. All right. Well, I think I've taken up more than enough of your time, and I do appreciate you coming on with me today.
Oh, I'm glad to come on with you.
It's nice.
Flow and go. We just flow and go.
Slow and go. Slow down. You move too fast. You got to make your live stream last. I think we've lasted sufficiently. So call me. We'll talk about plans for the future.
Let's talk. Have your people call my people.
Call your people. That's how I got you today.
Yeah, and my people is your people, which is my people is myself. Right now.
Your people who need people are the loveliest people in the world.
Isn't that true? Well, thank you, Dr. So lovely to be here.
It has been wonderful. Hey, for those of you, if this is your first time seeing the Do It Now show, this is not typical. But we do appreciate you tuning in. We are doing stuff now, and I will tell you that I was also feeling under the weather, but now I feel better that I've been with Cassandra and her zoo adventure. So this has been very important, and as we know, the show must go on. So if you have any comments or questions, or you have suggestions for topics for the future, please use the hashtag replay, put it down below, and we will see you again at 2 p.m. next Friday. That's 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Central, which is where Cassandra is right now. Goodbye. Safe driving.
Yeah.
Drive safely. So,
like,
don't let anybody hit you. You keep that little bubble of joy around you. Okay. Bye.